swarm, May of 2019. I took 15 pounds of honey in 2019. Last year in 2020 I took 40 pounds. They have not been treated once. If she survives this winter, she hasn't swarmed. So if she survives this winter, is potentially her third winter. April 2020 swarm. They accidentally swarmed again on me in July of 2020. So that's why they're not as active as the others. This one was caught in May of 2020. And they're looking real nice. Got observation windows. You can see maybe some of the dead from, yeah, you can. You can see some of the dead from the freeze. So I'm wondering if maybe I should try and do a little hive inspection and clean them out. I'm sure the bees will do it, but. So these have not been treated at all. 2020 swarm, May. April swarm, 2020, that swarmed again, that's why it's so weak. And 2019 swarm, possibly survived 3 years. Let's get into them. Alright guys, hive number 3. Checking on honey stores, emergency feed, and maybe some pollen. We're going to see what kind of die-off we had from the cold. Not bad looking. Not bad looking at all. Take this piece off. Paper had a lot of moisture on it actually. Kind of interesting. Not as bad as I thought. Got some more honey than I thought. Some small hive beetles. Don't like that. I think the honey might have got a little moist or something too. It's interesting. Just having a quick look for the queen. That side's got honey as well. Not seeing the queen anywhere. Move on to the next frame. that was propolized like you wouldn't believe. They actually had more honey than I was expecting. It felt really light. But maybe it's because I ate all that sugar. Quick look for the queen. There's the other side. Lots of small hive beetles though. I don't necessarily like that. All my hives here have small hive beetles, so see how they deal with them. Not seeing any brood, however. But it's also February 22nd, so we're a little early. This frame's white. Alright, I'm seeing eggs. Eggs and brood. Got a laying queen. She's still in here. Patchy brood, but you know, they're just starting up. See those dead bees right there? I'll scrape those off. Well, I don't want to sit here and look for the queen all day. We know she's in here. I just saw eggs. Scrape these guys off real quick. Sacrifice for the greater good. Sacrifice for the greater good right here. It's a lot less than I expected, actually. Expect a lot more die-off. It's interesting because I would actually say they don't need any feed, but I'm gonna give them some anyways because they ate all that sugar. They apparently liked it. Man, that colony looks good except for the small hive beetles, I would say. It's my sugar brick design. Got it like that, and then I got wire mesh on the bottom so it can't fall through, wire mesh and paper. So since I saw a bunch of small hive beetle in there, I don't want to put too much pollen patty, so I'm just going to put this little strip right here. See how they do with that. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, so this one, don't need to do much with. They're not super strong. I'm just going to add pollen, maybe a little sugar. We'll see. Probably won't even need smoke for these guys, but we shall see. We shall see. So yeah, I'm just going to drop a little pollen in and I'll show you. Yeah, lots of dead bees, not the strongest looking colony, but I'll give them some stuff. A little pollen powder right there. Throw the rest of the sugar on right there. Call it a day on this hive. See you on the next one. Alright, so my goal with these guys, this was single deep swarm from 2019, May of 2019. Second winter she survived that I know of. Just want to make sure they have enough honey. They're pretty heavy, but I just want to make sure. Maybe throw some pollen on. I mean, look at the propolis on this when I pull this up. I mean, there's no doubt that these are feral from a tree. There's no way you can tell me that these guys didn't come out of a tree. Look at this. Look at that. I'm definitely putting a propolis trap on them. Look, they corral small hive beetle. You see that? Look at all that propolis. I mean, we're talking stalactites and stalagmites of it. These girls are grumpy. Already got tagged on the shoulder. We'll see how far they let me get. Huge pile of dead bees at the bottom. I'm all foundationless too, and I really think that that helps bees survive. And I crush and strain my comb, so you know, if you can do things like this, I really think it's possible to keep bees alive without treatments. Catch swarms, foundationless, smaller hives, kind of like Seeley preaches, Darwinian beekeeping. If you just want to take 40 pounds of honey for yourself and for your family, You don't need to treat if you catch swarms. And this is proof. This is probably this queen's third year without treatment. And look at this propolis. I mean, it shows that they're designed. They're a little defensive. I mean, there's a lot of dead bees on the bottom. I don't want to say a lot, maybe 75 to 150. So not a whole lot. But they looking low on some honey unless we get into some here in a little bit. Okay, there's the queen. I see her. No wonder they're getting ticked off. Right? Where my hive tool? Put her back in. Third year queen. Second year queen. Third year queen. Alright. They're getting grumpy. We saw the queen, and they're heavy. I mean, so they must have honey on that other side. Smashing it down so my lid will fit back on. And can we please just admire this propolis one more time? I think I need to take some grafts off this queen this year. 2 years, 3 years survival and propolis like that. I mean, that's so much propolis. I've never seen anything like it. They've always been like this. They were a tiny swarm when I caught them.